Alright, I've been told that my mic is on. Cool. Alright, I'm Tutelarfiber7. Some people call me Madman. And this is a Link's Awakening Warpless run. My goal for this run is just to stay under estimate. I'm not the best at this run, but I should be able to complete it. So let's get started. Yeah, it should be 115. So our uncle gives us our shield, and we have to go to the shore to get our sword. The story starts with Link at sea, washes up on shore, he's lost all his stuff. See if I can do this damage boost. I think I'm too low, yeah. So you can grab the sword before the owl starts talking. It saves a very minute time over grabbing it, like, right here. So immediately, I'm gonna try and grind for close to 10 rupees. I'm gonna try and make rupees land on my shield, which has a chance to dupe them. This is really unforgiving RNG right here. Okay, there's some to the right. Okay. That's a lot of hearts. I'm gonna try and get these last 2 rupees in this grass patch. Okay, that's enough. Immediately I'm gonna steal a shovel. Shopkeeper's gonna kill me. For safety, I'm gonna get 30 bombs. If I save and quit as I buy the bombs, it won't charge me any money and still give me the bombs. Okay, I have 30. I'm gonna steal the bow because it's too expensive. Nice talk to the kid. So the reason I got the 10 rupees here was to play the trendy game. Even before I fail it. Okay, we did it. So you'll see me opening up my save and quit menu sometimes. Like when I open a chest or talk to an NPC. That actually just skips all that dialogue. Saves a little bit of time every time you do it for a chest. I want to set my warp point right here. I'm gonna go grab the Dungeon 1 key. Yeah, it's for the Game Boy, but this has nothing to do with changing seasons. Alright. I need to do a frame perfect, it's called a bomb trigger, where you lay 2 bombs as you're going into a transition. And that allowed me to skip saving the uncle from being a Tanuki. So now I have the D1 key. Go ahead and head to D1. If you clip into the keyhole, you can open the dungeon from the side. Whenever you enter a dungeon, there's a text that says, like, dungeon and whatever number it is. You can skip that by opening the save and quit menu. So the D1 item is Rock's Feather, which probably is the item that almost, I would say, is at least tied for breaking the game the most. And you'll see soon why. We'll try and damage boost through these. As soon as you save and quit, you go back to the beginning of whatever dungeon map you're in. So you see me sometimes, like, walking into the wall a little bit. If you jump and slash away from the wall, you can make the game think you're on a ledge. And the game will treat you as you're jumping off a ledge, and that's called a super jump. So you used to get around puzzles that we don't want to do, obstacles. Really breaks the game. I'm gonna take this for safety. Well, rip safety. This is a good start. Really good start. So Moldarm takes 4 slashes with the sword. Since I beat the mini-boss of the dungeon, there's a warp point back, so it's fine. I can see Xander already talking crap about me. So we have the owl telling us that we have to collect the 8 instruments to awaken the windfish, save the island, wake up from the stream. A difference with the English version is, like, super jumps are patched. The text with those 2 kids takes so much longer. And there's a few other things. Killing things doesn't matter here. Oh, am I thinking of LADX? Yeah, I'm probably thinking of LADX. This is the Moblin King. Takes 8 slashes, I believe it is. Spin slash and 4 regular slashes will work too. I'm pretty sure LADX, you can't run or do all the same tricks on the English version. So what I'm trying to do is clip into this tree, approach this flock, and I'll clip into it and push past it to avoid having to go around. Oh. Well, Xander's here to correct me then. I want to get rid of all my powder here, because I'm going to pick up the mushroom later. I need the mushroom to exploit not getting the hook shot in the game. Did that too early. And you can't have the powder and mushroom at the same time. Nice jump. The top runners will have a menu route in this game because I don't know why I'm grabbing the fairy. Menuing takes a lot of time, especially since that your items are not set in their positions. They change on depending on how you equip. So I'm grabbing the D2 item, which is the power bracelet, and I'm dipping out. I'm gonna come back later. Yeah. I should do the other way first, but this is fine. So before I head to D3, I'm gonna enter a screen to get a warp point, because you just need to be on the screen once to get these warp points in the game, just to make it faster to travel to D4. So I got that warp point. Now I'm gonna take a detour and grab the mushroom. And now we can head to D3. That's not what I wanted. See if my jump didn't even register. That's because I don't have the feather equipped. Heart piece of shame. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk about what just happened there. I'll take that. I want the feather. This game is very laggy, also compared to LADX. Just having a few enemies on screen will lag the game pretty significantly. So this is our first abuse of the mushroom. Normally, in like LADX, you'd have to menu buffer to get a sub-pixel perfect position in order to transition on that screen. Using the mushroom, you can get that position every time. First try Villa Skip is always easy. Opening the dungeon from the wrong side. This is also the only time that I'll have a piece of power routed in. A piece of power is when you have 30 kills in a row from enemies who don't drop scripted items, I believe it is. And what a piece of power does is it increases your damage by 1.5. Well, this works. I was confused for a sec. The other thing I grabbed was the acorn, which I have it. When I have it, it won't drop the piece of power on the same screen. I have to kind of focus for this. Alright. I have to do that 2 times. I use the hitbox of the Dodongos to skip them and push myself out of bounds. Wait, why did I don't know why I clicked that. You lose piece of power as soon as you take 3 hits or enter a new dungeon area. I want to keep this piece of power until the boss. Makes it a lot easier. Cool. Do another flock clip right here. Get around this keyhole. Wow, okay, let's try that again. I feel like I'm doing this out of order. I am, okay. It's been a while since I've run this game. That's not good. Glad I have a good estimate. So I was 1 hit away from killing both of them. It won't take long to get back. don't believe you need piece of power for this. Yeah. Am I not far enough in the wall? There we go. Alright, the boss is gonna take a couple more hits because I don't have piece of power, but I should be fine. This is going to be my first attempt at an ICS, which I failed. It's an instrument cutscene skip. If you land on the instrument and open your menu on the same frame, you can open up your save and quit menu and save and quit after picking up the instrument to skip the whole little cutscene here. You can do that for 7 of the 8 dungeons, and it saves a good amount of time over the run, but it's a very hard trick in this game because there's no consistent way to buffer. It's not this way. It's this way. No. Forgot to split. That's whatever. I'm gonna set up a... I was gonna set up a death warp, but Bow Wow was too hungry. So this skip next has a chance to soft lock, so I'm gonna go ahead and safety save right here. And I have to set up that warp point anyway, so it doesn't waste too much time to save. Oop. Come on, Nick. So bomb triggering this Wallace screen skips the whole side quest of grabbing Marin and the cutscene of having her coming over, having to sing. But there's a chance it can soft lock if I don't do it right, which fortunately I did it right. And because I did that bomb trigger, I'm in a state where I can't open my menu, I can't change items or anything. So I have to die to get that back, or enter a new dungeon, works too. So you didn't see it, but I killed Landmola. Grab the D4 boss key. D4 is this way. And now we're going to be heading to D4. This category used to be no wrong warp, no out of bounds. But it was recently changed to allow some out of bounds, which makes the run a little bit safer and a little bit easier in some parts. So I have to remember to unlock D4 or I'll soft lock. So right here is an example of what's new. No one saw that. I got lost for a sec. You want to go here? Well, the run's invalid. That's okay. Can I refill my bombs up here? Before we used to, it used to be required to get the D4 ICS, because if you don't get the D4 ICS and try and do D5 or D6, I'm not even gonna bother with this. You have to do a side quest with a ghost. But if you do the D4 ICS, you don't have to do it. Or if you get the level 2 power bracelet, you also don't have to do it. No, it's actually D5, not D6. I want to clip into this wall to make this jump a little easier. It's kind of hard to commentate and focus on this run since I'm not that good. Cool. Alright, so cue ball takes 4 spin slashes. And this is a D4 dungeon item, the flippers. Now we can swim in water, we can access D5, bleh, and access D6. I have to clip into this wall. So this takes advantage of a super jump and a boost off of an enemy to get to the boss key a little bit earlier. You can just normally jump around that little puzzle. See if I can do this. Nope. It's funny how easy some of these are. Okay. I thought I had that ICS. I landed on the instrument when I opened the menu, but I don't know why you sometimes don't get it. I can blame frame rule. Like Xander said. Now we go to D7. Push you go below the top 4 rows of the map. I see. D7 is this way. I had to think about that. The dungeon order in this run is definitely not vanilla. We do D1, half a D2, D3, D4, D7, D8, D6, wait, a half a D8, D6, then we do the other half of D8, then the other half of D2. Xander's gonna get mad at me for not doing the obstacle skip. Saves a very little amount of time, and I never get it, so I'm not gonna go for it. The D7 dungeon key used to be really trivial to get. I'm gonna save and quit here just because, for safety. You'd have to go up on this screen and use the mushroom to get over a pit. But now we can just use the out of bounds here. Remember how to do this. It's that. That. There we go. We did rooster skip. It's a little early. Invalid. D7's this way. When I get to D7, I'm gonna try and abuse the dungeon opening cutscene, because the game treats the dungeon opening as another object in the game, which Bow Wow can eat. It's another cool use of the mushroom right here, if I can actually jump. Gonna use the mushroom to transition on this screen and skip having to get the hook shot. I should have equipped boots, but it's fine. Alright, so Bow Wow's not hungry. If he eats the cutscene, it saves a few seconds. If he eats the cutscene, I lose my menu again. I have to leave the screen for the cutscene to happen and come back. Super jump onto these raised blocks. Okay, I've got plenty of bombs. This dungeon normally involves getting a big ball and knocking down these pillars. But you can just bomb trigger each room with the pillar. Yeah. If you don't want to bomb trigger the screen, you can do a bomb trigger by dropping 2 bombs down a pit within 4 frames of each other, instead of 2 frames on a transition. Definitely not focused on splitting here. It's fine though. So with that, we unlock the top half of the dungeon. Access to the bosses there. The thing is, we need hookshot. So we're gonna have to do... I think that's right. This thing called Goomba Surf, which is very RNG heavy, because it requires the Goomba to move to the right, so you can do a super jump and bounce off of it. It's 25%, but a lot of runs die there because of that. If I leave and exit the screen, the ground becomes solid, so I can lay bombs down so it only takes 3 bombs to kill the D7 boss, and I did that early. Come on. Missed the ICS there too. So now we're off to D8 to get the the other most broken item in the game. If you open up the save and quit menu here, you can avoid falling in this pit, which would require you to go all the way back around, climb up. It's a very long trek back if you fall down. So another place we're gonna skip the hook shot, using the mushroom. Be able to jump. Oops. Skip Marin's text right there. If I stay on the bottom here, I do not have to talk to Marin, which is a really long cutscene of Marin being saved, and we don't want to save Marin. It wastes a bunch of time. This is probably now the hardest place to use the mushroom to skip the hook shot. Oh. I did that backwards. I messed with my own thing. So I need to get to the bottom here. Use the mushroom while turning around, so I'm facing up. Which I am there. And I'm gonna store a jump and get around. There's a way to set this up. You take 2.5 hearts of damage every time you get hit by that fire, but fortunately... the death puts you right back here. I keep getting stuck. This shouldn't take long. See if I can get a heart. Just so I can take 1 extra hit. Cool. There. I have to kill this moblin to do the bomb trigger to open up the D8 dungeon without the ocarina. Completely forgetting how to do a bomb trigger. Come on. While doing a bomb trigger, you have to press up or down as well while you're transitioning. You can't do it while transitioning left or right. There we go. Oh, this is fun. At least I'm back here. Dang it. Shut up, Xander. Come on. I'd rather not run out of bombs here. How many bombs do I need? I need 3 bombs going into T8, I think. This is not good. There. Glad I got extra bombs. This is a speed run, I know. No one saw I went the wrong way. I'm thinking ahead here. Well, that's not what I wanted, but whatever. No, I don't know. I can buffer that. I'm gonna clip it to this block, just so I can push it instead of pushing the other one first. Get a bomb, arrow, and health refill, because I definitely need it. Nice. Alright, let's attempt Blano skip. I practiced this a while ago, but I don't remember how to do it that well. I can already see Xander getting mad at me for this. Yeah, come here, Blano. You're going down. So now we have the most broken item in the game, the fire rod. Nice jump. So the way the fire rod works is it puts a lot of objects on the screen at once, and because of that, when you transition, it deloads other objects in the next room, just because the game can't handle that many objects. So you said, remember how I said you need the level 2 power bracelet to skip that side quest? Well, we just got it. Even though it's the D6 item, we got it in D8. I don't know why that works. Now we're gonna head to D6, which first we have to get through the Armos maze, fight the Armos Knight, who's hoarding the D6 key. Exactly. Alright, this area, the game gets very laggy. So instead of going through this maze normally with my shield, I'm just gonna attempt to deload all the Armos in my way. That might have been early, yeah. Actually, I can just clip into this wall. The lag end of Zelda. Come on. So I'm gonna try not to follow this jump, or I become Zorlax. I became Zorlax. Feels bad, man. Feels really bad, man. There we go. Another attempt at getting... Yep, Bow Wow ate the cutscene trigger right there. So I don't have to watch D6 opening. Nice. I do not need to grab the D6 bracelet, so I can go this way first. I made that mistake in practice. So, deload this tile room. Deload this Wizrobe room. I'm gonna grab the D6 dungeon key, or boss key. You actually have to use a pot to open this chest. If you go to the owl statue, it'll tell you that. Most people figure that out on their own. I didn't. Don't have to do the horse head minigame, which is 25% to get the horse heads facing up. We can just deload the owl statue right here. Do another keyhole clip. Deload the next 2 rooms. And completely deload the boss. Like, we don't have to do any more bosses. We don't get any more heart containers. Okay, I did an ICS. So right there, I'm now able to save and quit and not watch this cutscene. Skip the owl talking to us. Now we head to D5. Deload all these enemies to open the door to the left, so I can go get the first key of the dungeon. After that, we're going to use the fire rod to deload the D5 mini-boss. Thank you for the good luck, because we never have to fight him, never have to get the hook shot from him. Nice. Don't want to deal with you. This is the way to the D5 dungeon key, or boss key. You can either attempt this jump, which is, I find, difficult, or you can cheese it with the mushroom. Yeah, save and quit. Yep, underwater fire. Once you deload a room, it does not stay deloaded. Like, if you want to go back into that room again, you have to keep deloading it in order to not be susceptible to the requirements of that room. Can I please jump? Thank you. SpongeBob style? Oh my gosh. Jump too early. It's another place where we skip. Normally, if people can't make that jump, they'd use the hook shot. Deload the D5 boss. We cannot actually beat the D5 boss if we do not deload him. Could also beat magnesium oxide. I guess. Wait. You'd have to light the magnesium oxide above the water first, though. Gonna make our way back to the warp point to immediately go back to D8. Finish up D8. No, please. The reason we do D8 later is so we don't go back to the beginning of the dungeon after we kill the boss. And we can go back to the beginning now because it's very close to getting back to D2. Safety fairy. I'm actually gonna get the max amount of arrows. Because that's my last arrow refill. Gonna clip into this wall right here. The jump from the fire to the staircase is not the easiest. And you have to do a small super jump. You can't do a full super jump or you'll go into the lava. Come on. Am I clipped? I was. This... See, that was a big super jump. Thank you, Alos. You're high quality, Sander. I've never had so much trouble with this jump. This is very high quality. It's convincing me I'm not clipped in. For fuck's sake. I mean, PG-13. I'm sorry, Cruel. I'm getting mad. Gosh. The delay is... We did it. That was first try. I don't even care anymore. That took too long. Alright, now we gotta finish up D2. So, no, don't clip that, please. Finish up D2 and then we're off to the final fight. Okay. Screw you. Okay. That works too. I need... Come here. I have to kill these enemies in a certain order. For the D2 boss key to spawn. The game doesn't expect you to have the boots here. So instead of doing this puzzle here, you can just bonk your way up. Skip our last boss. Okay, I got one ICS. That's good enough for me. I'm definitely gonna get some hearts here before I go fight. I'm not thinking. I think one of those pots has hearts under it, but I don't remember. Nice pop. Drop a heart. That's not a heart. Eat. Alright, this is good enough. Alright, last bomb. Well, actually, no. We use a bomb trigger to skip having the ocarina. This works as long as we have all 8 of the instruments. So this puzzle here, you'd normally need, what is it, the lens of truth or something? I forget what it's called, to tell you the way, but thankfully it's the same way every time. If I remember the right way. I got 1 ICS. Alright. I never get this. Yeah. Damn it. So if you don't get this bomb trigger, well, if you get the bomb trigger, you can set up to get a quick kill on this blob, which is sub-pixel perfect because it doesn't work every time. So now I have to hope that he lands on the right pixel. Like that. Holy, that is very lucky. That is very lucky. I don't know how better I can explain that. So right now he has a 50-50 to give me blue balls. I need 2 more regular ones to take out this phase. One more. Alright. I can do a stun lock on Moldorm here, which I failed to do. I should stop getting hit. See, I get the quick kill on Blob. I don't deserve the stun lock. Gotta dash into him 12 times. Where are you going? Alright, this is the... Oh, not killing him with a shovel. You can one-shot this phase with the boomerang, but the boomerang takes so long to get. It's a massive side quest that you just do 16 arrows instead. Alright. So time is when the screen goes fully white as I transition off the screen. And that's time. Underestimate, I did it. I don't want to talk about that run, it was horrible. So now we save the windfish. Dreamland's over. The LA and LADX community are one community, and they're very helpful when you need help. There's a lot of active runners still, so check out their Discord. I think it's linked on speedrun.com if you want to get into this run. So, thank you for dealing with this high quality run, and you can cut me at any time, Cruel.